This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning and welcome to INCRadio, Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. I'm Sister Elisa with
Sister Yvette Castellano.
Hi, guys. I'm Sister Nidell.
Woo. And we are here to talk about time. So if you like time or don't really have a good relationship with time, tune in, join our discussion. So let us also read our chats in our YouTube. We also have a voice behind the scenes. Would you like to say hello to our viewers and listeners?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brother Jaster.
Wow. Who's in our chat this morning?
We have Richard Cabronero. Good morning from Temple Hills. We have Len Delay. Happy viewing. Amelia Salazar says good morning from our resident minister, Brother Arik Delay. We have Steph Magallanes. Good morning, Ka Richard Centenario. And Kirsten Umol. Happy viewing from Bowie.
Oh, good morning to everyone. So let's get into our icebreaker, our
I'm
favorite game. So for this one, we will be showing a photo and you will guess the phrase. So let's check out the first one. Oops. There you go.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and explain it.
Okay.
So what we have here are how many? There's number 24, but it is in the shape of an H. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 24s in the shape of a letter H.
Do you have any?
7?
Oh, yes, that is the correct
Oh.
answer.
That
Yeah.
was fast.
Was that your guess?
I didn't even start thinking.
Well, you started counting, and I
Yeah,
was like,
I
how
was-
many are there?
I was describing it.
and I
but
thought you were going to say it.
I was going to say, and now let's think.
But it does look like an H, though. I just realized.
Yeah, I'll steal your answer. Yeah.
Any guesses? Any guesses, sister?
Yeah, 24/7. That's what she said.
Okay, that is the answer.
Yeah.
24/7. Okay, for this one.
Ooh, okay. All right, so we have the letters STICK, and it is, how do you describe? It's in a circle.
Uh-huh.
It's shaped in a circle, those letters. So let's think.
Any guesses?
I like how you look at
Imagine she
Yvette.
just like blurts it out, and while
Circle
Nidell's
stick?
feel like
circle stick.
Stick
Stick.
around.
Oh,
correct.
you're too good at this.
I know. I'm surprised that people are like our guests, our panel is like quick with it because if
I love
I wouldn't
anagrams
know.
and puzzles.
I wouldn't know the
Oh.
answer. Okay, so that
Stick
is
around,
stick
guys.
around.
Like, guys,
Oh,
make
this
sure
one's
you stick
easy.
around for
This one's
iTunes
easy.
videos.
This is for you.
Oh,
You
me?
Could, you could do that one.
Half a dozen. Oh yeah. Oh, was I supposed to
Ooh.
describe it? Sorry.
She said, "This is easy. This one's for you."
Ouch.
So that is correct. Half a dozen. Did we get our? I wonder if our chat got it. If we had their answers in the chat. You think there were any?
Let's see.
Yes. So we have Amelia Salazar with 24/7.
Nice.
And then we have Steph Magallanes, stick around. Yes.
Nice job.
Nice.
And then also, again, by Steph Magallanes, half a dozen.
Okay. Our
Nice.
chat is very smart, but I'm not surprised because they always get it right. So let's move on to our main discussion. So we are talking about time. So how would you describe your relationship with time? Let's start with Yvette.
I like to be on time. I think that time is important because all of our, I hate to use the word time again, but all of our lives revolves around time. You don't have a lot of it, and yet you do have a lot of time. So there's different, I guess, weights of what is important and what's not important. So I always want to make sure that I'm utilizing the time that I have properly.
Oh, she said waste no time. What about Nigel?
With time, I feel like the word time makes me really nervous, actually. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Like you said, there's not a lot of it, but there could be a lot of it depending on how you spend it. So get that time away from me. I'm still
Yeah,
working with it. How about you?
that's true. It depends how you work with it. I'm not too strict on myself when it comes to time. I'm just like, come on.
So you're flexible.
Yeah.
So if there's an invitation and it says that the party starts at 12, what time are you coming?
I'll be there. I'll try to be there on time, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta get ready at 11 a.m. to do this and that. But if I leave on time to get there at 12, I'll be there. But if I'm like a few minutes late, I'm not like stressed about it. Yeah. So how do you usually plan your day? Do you go with the flow or do you schedule everything?
So I schedule everything
Mm.
down to like the second. So I wake up at 5 a.m. and then I do it in blocks of time because I feel like if I just try to stick with one time, I let myself down if I'm not on time. So I kind of have like a barrier between like 5 and 5:15 to kind of get myself ready. And then I'll go to the gym at like 5:20 to 5:30 so that I'll be at the gym in like 15 minutes. And that way I can like prepare myself. And then same thing with when I'm leaving, I'll schedule that. So everything that I do, I try to schedule it ahead of time so that I can easily, if someone's going to ask me, hey, do you want to go hang out? I'll be able to let them know actually yes or actually no.
Well, okay, got it. What about for you?
How do I go about planning my time? I will go frozen if I do not have a schedule either. I'm the type to it's so funny. I'm literally such a flexible person and I'm always late to everything. I'm my own pet peeve, really.
The intention is there,
The intention is there.
but the execution is not.
That's so true. I relate to that.
Like if something, okay, I'm gonna be honest. If the party's at 12, I'll probably be there at 12:30. So if you want to invite me somewhere, guys, tell me it's at 11. So I'll be there at 12.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have to have a schedule because number one, like I said, I'll literally not function. Because I like to make use of all my time. But I'm also very late to things. So I think someone told me that I might have time blindness. Have you heard that before?
No, what's that?
Time blindness, where you feel like time escapes from you. Like, say for example, okay, I'm gonna be here for 5 minutes, from 12 to 12:05, and that's it. And then it feels like a minute, and it's already like 12:30. Like
I feel like
you
that at
can't
work.
measure it.
I feel like that at work when you
okay.
hyper focus on something
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it's like 4:30 and you haven't eaten lunch. Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like that.
I feel like that's when I feel like time blindness could be a thing, especially when you're very busy. You just lose track of time.
Or even if you're having fun, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, we have a comment in our chat. Let's see what it is.
So from Grace Abrera Galarpe, they said, time is essential. Once you miss it, it never comes again.
That's very true.
Oh, that's so me.
That's very true.
Let's say like a hangout. There's times like, oh, I want to go home. I don't really I have the energy to go out right now, but I always think I'm never gonna get this day back. So I'm like, I might as well just go because it's something I could look back on later on, anyways. And then like, oh, I actually had fun this day, instead of just sleeping at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is being? Well, how important is being on time to you? Like,
For me, I feel if I'm having an appointment with someone else, I don't want to waste their time,
Oh.
right? I want to be conscious of the space and the time that they're giving me to meet with me or to talk with me. So I try my best to be there early. Even if they're late, at least I'm not the one that's late.
Mhm.
And then
That's true.
that's it. Yeah.
Do you have a take on that? Like,
Yeah. I always try to like tell myself, hey, if you want people to respect your time,
Mhm.
you have to respect theirs.
Mhm.
And sometimes I feel like my odds are against me sometimes because, for example, I like to time myself how long I get ready in the morning. And I always tell myself, okay, just 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. And it always ends up being an hour.
mm,
And that's just like a pattern I see every single day. So whenever I'm late for something with someone, it's like I did really try my best.
oh,
So I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
oh wow. How late is late to you though? Like just by a few
Oh.
minutes, a few hours?
A few hours. Where are we going? That's a few hours late.
So how would you? Okay, let's say.
I would say 15 minutes is late.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh.
I was
Well,
gonna say
I was
that.
always taught if you're on time, you're late.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I should tell myself.
Yeah.
that.
So when
called
I
discipline right there.
yeah, so when I used to work at different jobs, if I was on time, I was late. If I'm 15 minutes early, I'm on time. Because technically you'll come in, you're going to arrange things, and then that still takes time,
Mhm.
right? So if I think that for me is my mantra. Just
That's
What
true.
about for Sister Nidell? How late is late to you?
Like 30 to an hour? It's pretty bad. It's really bad.
Wait, actually, I agree. I looked at her like, that's late to you, but
She's like, what's wrong with you?
that's
Oh, yeah,
kinda,
same.
yeah, same. I see that we have a comment.
So, PJ Miranda, they said, having a routine provides a sense of security and helps us adjust to circumstances.
Ooh,
I agree.
Mm.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes you feel more comfortable with the way that you're spending your day
Mhm.
because it allots for other things to take place,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this one's important. So, when is the right time you should really care about being on time? Like on there at dot, even like
Oh,
early,
worship service.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I always try to practice that for anything. Cause then if I say like, I don't know, sorry, my brain's scattered right now.
Yeah, no, for like I feel like like you were trying to say like for me, well, for me, if I could be early, even like super early for worship service, it's like you can tell yourself I can do this for everything.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
why am I lacking on?
So maybe it goes back to discipline, I guess.
yeah.
I think I think it still takes time in order for you to get to that point,
Mhm.
you know? I think it takes
It's been 26 years, sister.
yeah.
I know.
Sometimes maybe it might take another 26 years. You
Oh,
never know.
yikes.
And how do you feel when plans change the last minute?
I'm thankful
Oh, why is that?
because I get more time back.
But it's like, what
Mhm.
if it's a plan like, oh, I really wanted to.
I'll still do it. I mean, I think that when I have plans and I include other people, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it. I'm
Mhm.
still going to figure out, for example, if I'm going to go to a restaurant I really wanted to go
Mhm.
and someone canceled,
You'll still
I'm
find
Oh,
still
yeah,
going to
I think I
go.
do that too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I'll still go.
Yeah. What about for Sister Nidell? How do you Yeah.
For a second, I was like, why would you be thankful? But then at the same time, I think I find myself being thankful too because I'll say that I'm already ready for that
Mhm.
that moment to like hang out with someone or do something. And then they say, "Oh yeah, I can't." I'll be like, "Oh, at least I'm ready to have free time."
do
Mhm.
something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't have a fear of missing out.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But it's just like for me when plans change last minute, I'm more like, oh, I was really looking forward to that.
But then I think the next plan would be even better. I always think about it in that way.
Ooh, that's so true.
Because the other person might be, oh, I want to make it up to you. Like, let's
Yeah.
do something
Oh
like
yeah,
bigger and
that's
like much
true.
more fun. So I look forward to our next meeting because I feel that we have so much more to catch up on.
Oh,
I do
that's a
have a
nice way to
question
look
for
at
you
it.
since you're like more of an on-time person. And this is a question for everyone too. Um, what would your advice be for someone who is trying to practice being on time or even like coming before the assigned appointment?
I would say try to experiment for a week what your routine actually is, right?
Mhm.
So don't try to plan a schedule. Try to make the schedule work around you. So, like when you said earlier that you take an hour to get ready,
Mhm.
don't force yourself to get ready in 30 minutes. You're just setting yourself up for
Okay, that's true.
failure. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
if you know that your true self, you
Mhm.
take an hour to get ready, you should just block that time, like
Oh, yeah.
to get ready. If I know that I need an hour to get ready, it takes 30 minutes for me to get to the destination, I'm going to block out 2 hours ahead of time to get ready.
Okay. Actually, that's kind of smart. I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Just do it more. Make time work for you, not you work for time.
Oh, there you
I
go.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And for our last question, have you learned or could learn from people who approach time differently than you?
I would say yes. Like what Yvette said, I would learn. It's good to have someone to balance you off. For example, my significant other is definitely more the type to be like on time to everything. And wouldn't you say that about your husband?
Yes.
Like you guys have
He's
that balance.
we have the balance cuz he's very laxed, I would say. He was very relaxed with
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
And he always tells me, "Hey, just take it easy. Like
Mhm.
we're not
Yeah,
just take it
I
easy."
have that balance too, but not with my significant other, but with my sister and my mom.
Yeah.
We have that balance. They put me on check all the time. You can learn a lot from being on time, but I'm also like, okay, like I tell them to you can calm down a little bit. Time isn't. We'll get where we're supposed to be.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, that is
All the time.
the end of our discussion. That was a good one. And before we go, any special greetings, Nidel?
Oh, special greetings to my INCRadio crew members for always being amazing and always leading a great example to help us keep going and make this like awesome show. So if you want to be on INCRadio, please let us know because we'd love to have fun with you guys.
There you go.
I'd like to say hello to everyone in New Jersey, District of New Jersey. I miss you guys.
Thanks for your greetings.
How about you?
Shout out to everyone, our INC Radio team, for this fun time. And also my mom and my sister. Love you guys. Okay. And we'd also, before we go, we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to those who make it all possible for their unstoppable support. We'd like to thank our INC Radio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to Brother Sidney R. Santos, our district supervising minister, Brother Richard Soterio, our assistant district minister, Brother Ajik Dulay, our district CFO overseer, Brother Tyler Worthen, our district multimedia advisor, Brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer, Brother Wally Tarai, our station manager, and our dedicated INC Radio Quitex here and in the Philippines. We would like to give our special thanks and greeting to Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister. We would like to also give our special thanks to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister of the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ, for allowing us to have programs like today's show here on INC Radio. Thank you again for tuning in and supporting us and spending part of your day with us. And like what Sister Nidel said, if you want to join INC Radio, just let us know. Reach out to any of your officers. We'd like to have you to join us. Until then, catch us again next week right here on INC Radio, Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember, stay inspired, stay connected, and most of all, stay unstoppable.
Stoppable.
Bye, morning.